Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
3, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, oh, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, oh, tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it's
Defenders Live, Mojo 50 Radio. Welcome to the show, everybody. What's up?
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
I wanted. How is it that we had issues? Apparently, people saying that I said it was Friday
That was on like Wednesday, right? That was yesterday?
today.
Yeah. You didn't say Friday. You said Wednesday.
I specifically said Wednesday.
It's because you like immediately turned on the music as you did it.
Yeah, I did.
And so it cut your voice off a little, and that's,
Well, and then damn AI.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do? I mean, you can only control so much from here. Look,
I can do what I'm programmed to do. Guys, go to doaeshow.com for everything that is the Defenders. You can look at archives. You can see all the old stuff back in the day when we were just wee lads. You can go over and also check out the shop, pick up something if you want it, t-shirts or coffee mugs or yoga pants. Yeah, yoga pants.
yeah,
also-
which you can find. You can find multiple people wearing the yoga pants over on the MeWe's.
Yes. There are photographs there on the MeWe's. You can find it at MeWe.com/@DOA show.
Yes.
I was going to say the raffle.
Ooh, the raffle.
You're at DOAEshow.com. Make sure you check out the raffle. We are giving away this beautiful, if you're watching on any of the platforms, the Facebooks and the YouTubes and all that jazz, Steven is holding up the Mojo 50 logo. It's very pretty. It's blue, and it looks exactly like it. Raised letter. It's made out of wood. Handmade, hand-carved, hand-painted, thrown together by the fellers over at Arcadian Flag. Here locally, veteran-owned and ran. We are auctioning that sucker. Oh, I say auctioning. We're raffling it off. $2 per ticket.
Check them out today.
DOAEshow.com/shop. Look for the raffle. There it is. If you're looking on the MeWe's as well, picture's been posted up there. Also, speaking of, we keep talking about MeWe's. We are on all of the social medias. Facebooks, Twitters, YouTubes, DLive, MeWe, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. All of them at DOAE Show. Please, please, please drop us a line. Talk to us, even during the show, because we love interacting with you. Because if it wasn't for you, we would just look really silly right now.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward. Just two guys talking over Skype.
We would be more silly. But anyway.
Even sillier.
Even sillier. So we've got a lot to dive into. Let's get started.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Okay.
All right. So.
Okay.
China.
The Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, China.
China.
Damn China. That sounds dirty. China claiming. That was bell-worthy. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Claims that they are releasing Muslims from concentration work camps. Or, excuse me, re-education camps.
I'm sorry. Wait. Say that again?
Mm-hmm. China
Uh-huh.
is claiming that they are releasing and have been releasing Muslims from their re-education camps.
Do you mean the re-education camps that they've staunchly, declined saying anything about and actually denied over time and time and time again?
Yes, the ones they say don't exist. Yes, absolutely. The people that are at the camps that don't exist are being released from the camps that don't exist. The Chinese officials said that Tuesday that most of the inmates, the re-education camps for Muslim minorities, and bear in mind, just sidebar real fast, they have camps for every group
minority.
of religion and non-religion, even just regular spirituality. Just saying.
Yep, they have multiple camps for multiple religions.
And even if it's not religion, again, even if it's just spirituality, if you are not wholly given your body, soul, spirit to the state, you will be sent to a re-education camp, depending on what it is you have put in front of the state.
As Lady Liberty Speaks says on the D Live, they already harvested all the organs they needed.
Yes, exactly. Well, at least for most of them anyway. And then they're going to move on to other people's.
So moving on.
They're saying that if the whole bunch of these guys from the Muslim one has been detained. However, the United States, experts in Chinese policy, and ethnic Uyghur Muslim.
Hashtag like a native. Hashtag nailed it.
The Muslims abroad quickly contested the claim. They said that there's no evidence of mass release from the camps across the Xinjiang region in China's northwest, and that the people who had nominally been fed often effectively remained in captivity, including being forced into labor programs instead.
Well, let me correct one thing. Had nominally been freed.
Oh, freed. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. I should have my glasses.
Often effectively remained in captivity.
I thought that fed sounded weird, but I just rolled.
Yeah. See, the State Department and the Pentagon, which have criticized China's policy on Muslims for months.
Not months.
For months.
Months.
Released the same long, forceful statement that said they were unable to verify the vague claims and that the Communist Party continued to show, quote, extreme hostility to all religious faiths. Well, yeah. Yeah, we know.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird on this side, too.
Yeah, okay, good. Was it just me? All right.
Cut your volume in half. On the sounder.
It did. I don't know what happened.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Anyway, continuing on, the unexpected announcement of Beijing appeared intended to blunt the growing international condemnation of the camps. It was made by two top officials in the regional government of Xinjiang, the Northwest region, where the Chinese Communist Party had set up the centers that held the Muslims, most of whom were Turkish.
Of course they were. Mm-hmm. Of course. Again, just you're saying, this is what actual communism and mostly communism. Socialism leads to it. This is where communism, socialism is, guys. Because eventually you get to a spot where you are nothing. You are
You are a number.
You are a vessel. You are a number. Once your usefulness has worn itself out, you will be disposed of.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, fast, and in a literal hurry.
Yes.
Just saying. This is why local elections. I swear to God, I need to just have local election shirt or something because I get tired of saying
local elections.
This is it, guys. Everyone's like, oh, I hate politics. Well, that's cool. Hate your politics. But where it counts is at the local level. Who gives a damn what the president is? Who gives a damn what the senators are? You don't have your home, your local community squared and set and right. It doesn't matter who the president is. You could literally have Jesus himself as president, and it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference because you'd still have douchebags locally running your stuff and blocking everything.
Right. Well, Jesus would be able to make a difference.
But he could do. Okay, fine. He could do Moses. Okay, let's do Moses. Is that good?
Fine. Moses. Yeah, sure. But Moses was a drunk and.
Thinking of Noah.
Oh yeah, Noah was a drunk. Moses just hated people.
Yeah, he just.
Moses was just like, look, I hate speaking. I really don't like people.
People suck. Poor Moses.
And you people really suck.
I'm still having to lead you people.
And God's telling me to lead you everywhere.
Do you realize how hot it is out here? I could be sitting alone doing nothing, and you people. Oh,
I have
but
to
anyway.
make water from a stone again for you?
Didn't just do this for 40 years, and you just still are bitching about it. Ugh. Anyway.
No respect. No
Yeah.
respect at all. Just
Wow.
So
It's become a proverbial.
that's our show, and I'm gonna stick to it. Actually, I want to go back to a couple comments that I was reading earlier. It says, so yeah, they're now releasing them. Yeah, live organs, blah blah blah. Trying to make a deal with the Middle East, perhaps.
Perhaps it is a possibility.
And I mean that is China. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's a bad place, and it's going bad quick. And again, it's what happens when the state controls everything. When you are not free to do and be who you are as an independent individual. This is the danger of the collective. And there's nothing wrong with having teams and things you associate with, but you can't be what identifies you.
right.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Just
That's
saying.
how that rolls. Anyway,
So other
I'm tired.
things of speaking of saying things, Patriot Mobile is
Saying
amazing.
things.
Yeah, Patriot Mobile is an amazing company. They're one of those. They're one of those companies that just they get it. You see, Big Mobile is trying to use its influence and its radical anti-faith, anti-family agenda to attack you and your family. And if you're using their services, you're supporting their attacks. Like we need to become more educated consumers. Don't miss your chance to support gun rights, religious liberty, immigration law, and the sanctity of life when you can switch to the veteran-led Patriot Mobile, America's only conservative cell phone company, and get a free month of service this week only. This is your last week.
Month of service?
Yeah,
What?
this is your last week to get a free month of service. Join the thousands of members like myself that have switched from the big mobile companies after they learned all the crap that they go through, and also wanted to have better service and quality and everything else. It's easy to switch to Patriot Mobile. You'll save money, and you'll be able to get super reliable nationwide service and feel good about funding the right agenda with unlimited plans starting as low as $25 a month. And a free month of service today. And support of your values when you use the promo code Come On Over. Spelled properly. Spell it properly.
Get your minds out of the gutter, people.
Visit patriotmobile.com/mojo50. That's patriotmobile.com/mojo50. Use the promo code Come On Over. And you can get a free month of service this week. And this week only.
Only this week.
Yes.
Only. Okay. Nobody is on Twitter.
That's okay.
That's fine.
We got a bunch of peoples on the Facebooks. We got peoples on the D Lives. We got people everywhere.
And the MeWe's. I was just checking. We're just looking everywhere just to make sure. Okay. Moving on. Okay. 2 Somalian refugees were arrested after buying a flight to join ISIS. Which I'm trying to figure out just real fast. How the hell? Whose travel agent is this? Like, how do you find a travel agent like that? You just walk in there. Excuse me, I see you guys are looking around. May I interest you in maybe in a cruise to the Bahamas, or how about Alaska? And, in the mountains, you can go see the
I
whales.
got it.
What's that? Yes, would you like to go, sir?
I got it. How about you send us to Egypt?
We want to be around ISIS. Well, it so happens I just happen to have a pamphlet right here. Great deal going on right now this month only. Like it. 2 men. One who held refugee status, and another who became a lawful permanent resident of the United States, have been arrested after they have attempted to leave the United States to fight for the Islamic State in Egypt. Both men are of Somalia, the home country of the notorious Representative Ilhan Omar. We got to get a sounder for her. If we have one for AOC,
Could we
every
do
time
like
we say.
yeah?
We have to have something for Ilhan too.
Could it be
We
like
say
little? Could it be like little finger chimes?
little ting tings? But it's not. We have to find a common sound from Somalia.
from Somalia.
Like girling or nothing like that. It needs
Oh,
to be
I was thinking of like the jangly clothing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Maybe. Maybe we'll have to look into that and talk. We'll have to talk to Ron, see what he's got. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's got something. He might have something.
Something.
Anyway, continuing on.
Anyway, moving right along. The two men were allegedly in communication with individuals they believed to be members of the Islamic State, who authorities say gave them logistical information to travel to Egypt and join the Islamic terrorist group. They allegedly expressed an interest in fighting for ISIS or attacking the U.S.
Oh, yes. Hello, FBI. Yes. My name is... and I would
I'm sorry,
like...
what? Please speak up into my good ear. Say that one more. Your name is what now?
No worries about this. I just want to let you know that I am legal resident of United States.
Oh, well, by God. Come on.
And I think it might be a good idea to fight with ISIS.
We've gone through all of the crap and all of the junk to become a permanent resident, permanently part of this country, only to turn around and go back to Egypt to fight against it. That seems rather counterintuitive. You would think that at the very least he would stay here and stage something here, not go over there. They have everything else online. I sadly, half joking and half truth, there's probably an ISIS training camp online edition somewhere. I'm sure. So if it was that bad, you could just thank God they tried to leave, because that's how they were caught. The guys were actually dealing with and talking directly with the FBI. The press release from the Justice Department reads, quote, according to the criminal complaint, the defendants had been in communications with an FBI undercover employee whom they believed was a supporter of ISIS ideology. These communications revealed that the defendants desire to travel overseas in order to fight on behalf of ISIS or conduct an attack within the United States if they were unable to travel. Ultimately, the defendants purchased airline tickets to travel to Egypt with the intention to travel to Sinai and join ISIS. FBI agents arrested Mohammed and Hussein, shocker, after they checked in their flight in Tucson International Airport. Look, okay, sidebar real fast. Tucson to Egypt. That's a lot of flying. That's literally like one end of the country completely to the opposite end. Like, that's like, I'm lazy. I'd be like, no, I'm good. You don't have nothing in like San Francisco or nothing. I'll go up there.
Do you have something? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not feeling the blistering heat. Do you have something in maybe the Michigan?
What about
area,
a little? Close. I don't have the mileage for this right now. My airline miles are not very.
Look, I'm really new to this whole flying thing without dying, so.
I've seen everyone else do it. Yeah. So basically, these guys were not part of Mars. That's not important. Who cares? Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
What? Let it out, man. Look, this is a safe space. Let it out.
It is a safe space, but we don't have time. We know what happens when Dylan starts ranting.
No. We're good. Keep on going. Come on.
Look, the problem I have with this whole thing, or one of the many, is the one guy was a permanent resident, a lawful permanent resident to the United States. We've got to figure this junk out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there has to be something.
Something.
Something. Look, if Israel, teeny tiny little Israel, can turn around and do what they do as far as immigration and, all of that jazz, then there's got to be a way that the Americans, that the United States can do something like that too. I mean, we have more money and more talent, I dare say, than anybody else anywhere else in the world. So why is it that we're allowing people like this guy to become a permanent resident. I'm not saying that he didn't pass the checks. Clearly he did. He's lawful. But isn't there a point where we go, oh, crap, even these lawful people are doing this? Do we need to, maybe tighten it up a little bit? Do we at least look? Because I get this is very much the exact type of a discussion and argument as it is when it comes to guns. Oh, well, someone got killed, so we have to do gun laws. I just said, look, I didn't say necessarily change everything. We're passing out visas and work permits and all this jazz. We're allowing people to come in a lot of times just because of where they hail from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that whole,
Oh, you're a Somalian refugee?
Yeah, we got to
come on in.
Come on in. We don't want to look like we're being racist or anything.
Right. And
instead of actually looking for the real reason, which is what is the benefit to our country as a whole. And that means not just, well, what can they bring to society, but how are they as people?
Right.
As
well,
citizens?
it's the same, it is the same idea that you have with one of our old friends, Jonathan Dunn.
Yes.
Irish American, wanted to come over here and naturalize, become a full American. I wouldn't say Irish American. Irish. He wants to become an American.
Yep.
But he never will because he's white and he's Irish.
Yep. That doesn't fit the.
And he doesn't have a college education, even though he had a job ready and waiting for him. A really good job. They wouldn't let him pass through immigration to stay because he wasn't what they were looking for.
Which, again, what they look for is somebody from these minority countries and these minority things, because if they let in too many, like the only, like, honest to God, and I've talked to some people about this, the folks they let in that are white, air quotes, they have to be billionaires and they have to be like doctors. It has to be this pedigree of
right,
fame and prestige and everything else. Anybody else literally just kind of shows. I mean, look what they're doing on the border. Look at what all the people who are running for the from the left,
mm-hmm.
the Democrats running for president. All of them are like, oh, you let the border in. Remember Cory Booker run across the border and brought those other 5 back and forced the states to take it because, oh, I'm a senator.
Right.
Like, you're a douche. But that's the same thing. We'll run down there and handle it because it looks good. But what about people who truly actually need it or want it?
Yeah.
Right,
exactly. And you know what works really well across the border?
Sandals?
No, cat coolers.
I want a cat cooler.
You can get an 88 ounce or quart, 88 quart cat cooler.
Holy God. That's not a cooler. We call that a thermos.
88 quart cat cooler. At an amazing price. You can get it in 5 different colors. Along with that, it's fully customizable, at least the lid. They're rugged. They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. They're made in the United States. They're fully customizable. Fully customizable.
I think, no, I got a question real fast.
Yes.
Are these things fully customizable?
Yes.
Okay.
Fully customizable.
So
and yes. And they have a lifetime warranty. So if you ever somehow break this thing, which, by the way, they dropped a cinder block on it, and the cinder block broke.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for a type of plastic material. I'm just saying. Go to catcoolers.com. You can go see the videos and everything that they've produced over there about their stuff. Go to catcoolers.com, and when you use the promo code Steven, STEVEN, you can get 10% off discount when you purchase. Catcoolers.com, promo code Steven gets you 10% off.
Hey, are they fully customizable?
Yes, they are fully customizable.
Fully customizable.
Did I mention they were fully customizable?
No, you didn't. I hear they're fully customizable.
They are completely and fully customizable.
That's true.
Oh, they're so bad. They're like, shut up! Just shut up!
Kirk's Tasty Jill Hole over on the MeWe says, you can stand on your cat coolers in your combat flip-flops, holding your gun box. Darn right you can. We'll be right back after this. With a cup of APR coffee. Hells yeah!
Yes.
That is right.
I already put this up on MeWe, but just real fast. Quiet guy in the back for Jen on MeWe says, well, I was in North Carolina yesterday, but had the kids, so not a lot of time to kill. Doesn't matter.
He did say something about passing through.
You could have said, hey, we could have at least stood on the side of the highway. We could have done something. We could have waved. It's called being friendly.
Apparently, Lori D is also within driving distance.
Oh, okay. And then again,
she posted that on Facebook. She said she will be within driving distance, a quick drive away tomorrow.
Oh.
And then said so sorry.
Oh.
So it's a pre.
Okay. No. I see how it is. No, it's cool.
She's just trying to let us know. Don't ask, because she can't.
Alrighty then.
Right? I mean, if you're gonna let us down,
at least she was gentle about it. Just kind of said, here, they're just out front. Don't even bother asking. Rip that Band-Aid off. Just take it like a man. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Love you too.
Fine. It's all right. It's no big deal.
Vic comes to town and she didn't even want to say hey. That's cool. Whatever.
Quiet guy in the back says, "Right place at the right time, Dylan. I might have made a one quick stop." All right, we're coming back.
The mighty Mojo 50.
Defenders Live, Mojo 50 Radio on iHeart Radio, and pretty much anywhere else that you have podcast ability, we're there. We're there, and if we're not there, tell us and we'll be there.
Maybe.
Well, because we're not square and we want to be around.
There we go.
Where's the cricket sounder?
Keep forgetting to get one. That's my fault.
Oh, goodness gracious. When anything falls flat like that, it's almost as bad as gender-bending drugs. But thankfully, Italy's decided that they're going to ban gender-bending drugs for kids.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You don't need to have your gender bent as a kid. You don't. Like, I'm
what's the problem here?
Well, because you're a child.
Yeah. What's the problem?
You're developing. As a child, you literally do not know anything about anything.
You don't know what that kid will turn into.
No, you're right. Will turn into.
That kid may want to decide that they're going to be a superhero dolphin man.
Okay.
You don't know.
Roger that. Then be a superhero dolphin man when you move out of my house. See, my job as a parent is to make sure that the child grows up and is understanding how to be a productive member of society. That means to learn manners, and that means to be honest and hardworking, and actually to stay within the realm of the gender to whence they were born. Now, if that child moves out, I'm not done.
Hold on. I know I use the word gender bending, but we need to make a slight transition here. And a clarification, in fact. We're talking about sex.
Are we talking about sex, baby?
Yes. But not with you and me.
What about all the good things and all the bad things?
That may be. but
I
we're
was just
talking
saying-
about sex. We're not talking about gender, because gender is basically a made-up term now. Gender is no longer a defining term of sex.
Yeah, it's so stupid that it's where we're at, but it's the truth. It's so fine. We'll go with sex. But anyway, if my kid has grown up, has I've done everything I could. I've taught this individual all that I can do, and there's nothing else I can do. They start making their own choices. They make their own decisions, especially once you move out of my house.
Right.
And after that point, said child decides to come back to me and go, "Dad, I'm a dolphin.
Well,
I'm going to be a
but
superhero dolphin man," as Steven so eloquently put it. Then knock yourself out, Toto, but don't come to me and think I'm going to hold your hand. But chicken butt.
What if you're a 3-year-old child and your parents are also TG friendly?
Okay.
And then you have the situations like we've recently heard of, where you have a 3-year-old being given sex change drugs, hormone blockers, etc.
Okay.
at
First
the age
off-
of 3 because they wore a dress once.
No, a 3-year-old does not have the ability, the cognitive ability to be able to make a decision like that. That is the parents, and you were just being a douche. You should have the kid taken away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's called child abuse.
That's child abuse.
That is child abuse. Well, over in Italy, their decision is, as a majority of the West continues to sink into depravity, to please the most radical elements of the LGBTQ agenda, quilt bag to be short,
Mm-hmm.
a northern Italian council is planning to ban the use of sex-altering drugs on children.
Again, what if you want to, as an adult, make that decision? God bless you. Go do it. Knock yourself out. I don't care. But to sit here and to guide the point of a parent is to guide the child in the right way it should go. Period. That's it. You teach them manners. You teach them responsibility. You teach them how to behave and how to treat other people. Hopefully to not lie, to not steal. You teach them all these good things. And then if this kid decides after that, oh, and I am a dolphin superhero, or, a two-legged spider, whatever, I don't care. Then that could be a different discussion. And if they can come up with that on their own and want to live that, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't sit here and try to convince children, and I'm talking children even into teenage years. You know what I mean? Because most people's brains are not even fully developed until at least the age of 25.
Yes.
And they say that's why they get to stay. They got to stay on everybody's insurance.
Yeah,
on the parents.
that's why they're using that.
So if they're too young to be able to support themselves and have to be able to stay on the parents' insurance until 25 because they're too young, then I think they're too young to be able to make the decision, or even the parents be able to make that decision of what this kid is.
Well, like I said,
If the kid grows up and says, I make this decision, if they're of age and can think and reason and whatnot, then cool, you at least got there of your own thinking, as opposed to these people who go, well, little Timmy wore a dress once, and so we have to give him these stuff because he must really be a girl. Not that it is a 3-year-old child who just saw something and played with it.
yeah.
I mean, people play with dolls all the time. Like kids play with dolls. So gonna get junk for this. I played with little Barbie dolls and stuff with certain friends because I had girls as I mostly hung out with at the time when I was little, and I'm talking 4 and 5 years old. Okay, does that mean my parents should have been funneling gender-changing drugs into me so I could become a woman?
They didn't have them back then.
Yeah, well, my point stands.
You are rather sensitive.
You're sensitive.
So the Voice of Europe reported, and I quote, these drugs prevent normal sexual development in adolescence. The council's motion clearly states that puberty is not a disease and therefore should not be prevented by medication or surgery that can produce irreversible effects. The motion also mentions the long-term negative effects of drugs containing the hormone-altering chemical tryptorelin. The motion reads, quote, "There is no evidence, in fact, of the effective full restoration of fertility in the case of withdrawal from the treatment." And cities cites data from the American College of Pediatricians, which states that as many as 98% of minors outgrow their gender dysphoria or the feeling that one's biological sex doesn't match up with one's gender expression.
They outgrow it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the United States, a mother of transgender child pledging to take her son's case to the Supreme Court after a public school forced him to attend therapy and receive gender-bending drugs.
They outgrew it.
Yeah.
They outgrow all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's children for you. They outgrow things.
Yes, everything. How many times did you, as a child, bounce around from what you wanted to be when you grew up? How many times? Like I know for a fact, like I was a little bit more specific in what I wanted to do, but the areas and all that jazz was kind of all over the place. And I still didn't even think about exactly what that was until I was 15, I think, is when I really started thinking. You know what I mean? Stuff didn't dawn on me before then. Why? Because I was a kid. I was playing. I was having fun. The world was my burrito.
Burritos.
What is a burrito? But seriously, like I didn't think about anything. I did whatever it was because it felt good, and that was it. That's why parents are there, because parents have to teach children during those years that, hey, just because you may think it feels good or it doesn't feel like anything's a problem, here's why. There's a reason why you have to say as a parent, look, son, you were born a boy. You have to be raised and live your life as a boy. You move out and decide you don't want to be a boy anymore. That's on you. But here's why you need to stay a boy. Because one, the world needs structure.
Yeah.
If we just have this fluidity, then it's going to cause just complete and mass hysteria. Look at the world today.
Exactly. So if we pull out from Europe and we head back to America, Italy's doing great. So how about we check on the American side and see how good we're doing here, huh?
How good are we doing? We are doing good. There's actually a poll out.
Yeah.
Majority of Americans believe big government is the only factor holding the economy back.
Okay.
I would have to agree. When you start having people who don't live and hang out in the districts that they're supposed to represent, trying to make laws and pass agendas and bills and everything else to fit everyone instead of, again, dealing with it from the angle of their own people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you kind of you're more of a harm than a help. Just saying.
So this Rasmussen poll.
This Rasmussen, I always love saying that, and I don't know why, but I do.
Found that 55% of Americans rated the economy as good or excellent, and 37% said that the economy was getting better compared to the 24% that thought it was getting worse. 52% of the respondents said that their personal finances were good or excellent.
I've never understood that. Like, they're currently saying that the economy is tanking. They were saying it like on the debates last night.
Yeah.
The Democrats were saying, big time.
Yeah.
Unemployment is like at less than 4%. It's like 3.8 or some crap like that. Like low. It's like the lowest in 50 years.
Getting
low?
low?
That's across the board. Like, and in even lower numbers when it comes to like the black community and everything else.
Yeah. So you're saying it's getting low.
Yes, less people out of work is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, see, this poll also found that 56% of Americans viewed cutting the government spending as a way to improve the economy, and 59% said that the same cutting of budget deficits would be good.
Well, we need to do that too. Again, that they need to treat the budget, our budget, like you would treat your budget at home.
Right.
Can you afford to buy this thing and make this payment from now until forever?
No.
No. Then you
No.
probably shouldn't effing do it. I don't know why that's so.
What?
I don't know. That's hard. I know, right? It's
What?
There you go.
Thanks. I just want to spend money, though. That's all I want to do is spend money. I just want to spend all of it.
It's not mine. I don't care.
It's not my money. I was going to use it when I need it.
It's not my money, but I want it now.
I don't need an annuity because they've elected me into office.
I'm a lifer. I'm going to get paid till I die. That's a whole nother. Guys, I'm telling you, we're going to have to start doing like a special, I think. I know we do 5 days a week, but
we might have to throw something in there with songs and.
Well, no, but I was going to say, like, we might have to start, like, that was Doc, dude. Doc had that grassroots thing where he's like, you know what, this is wrong. We need to start leading. And I have a few ideas of some stuff we need to start doing because this is just.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah, let's move along to some CBD oils because something that can help you calm down.
Like I need to calm down.
What are you talking about? I'm calm.
I'm the calmest I've ever been.
Something that can help you calm down. Something that can help your brain fog get lifted. Something that can help you and your body. If you have joint issues, if you've got stress issues, if you got tremors and shakes and nerve issues, CBD oils might be the way to go for you. I know that there are tons of medications out there. And, if you're anything like my parents, or my dad anyway, you have 5 different blood pressure medications. You've got 2 for cholesterol. You've got 2 to counteract the problems that you get from the other blood pressure medications. You've got 3 other medications that I don't really know what actually do, but they're there because you're told that you're not supposed to take them. And so you got the pill box in the morning is Monday through Sunday through Saturday, the pill box that you have to take every single day, twice a day. Or maybe.
Or
you could try to do something that is actually going to affect your body in a positive way with none of that other side effect crap and bull hockey. Maybe you should try some CBD oils. It's not a cure-all. It is not going to fix everything, but it does make your body feel better. Try them out at mojo50.com/shop. mojo50.com/shop. The promo code is DEFENDERS, and you get $15 off the price of there. That's mojo50.com/shop. Defenders is your promo code. People that say CBD oils, they also tend to think of marijuanas.
The marijuanas?
The marijuanas. And you know what the marijuanas does to you?
What does it do? Give you the munchies.
It does. It gives you the munchies.
Everybody likes the munchies.
And you know what I really love? Is some Domino's pizza.
Tweets. Oh, I was going to say, well, real fast, one tweet. We have one tweet. God bless you.
Oh, sure.
God, well, there's a, yes. Yeah, Chai Boy and IA says, are you saying that AOC doesn't know anything about cows other than they fart? Yes. I don't know where that came from exactly, but yes. AOC literally does not know her own ass from a hole in the ground.
Truth.
Had to play that one, and then...
That's true.
Okay. All right. Yes, but going back to what you were saying, that, like, look, and I don't... Domino's has come a long way.
It has. Instead of being cardboard bread and the plainest, most crap sauce known to man and rubber cheese.
Mm-hmm. There was a point to me personally. I don't know how anybody rest of y'all felt. There was a point for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather have settled for like one of those freezer Totino pizzas, the one you pop in a microwave for like a minute and a half and the center is still always cold.
Yeah.
I would have rather have had that than a Domino's pizza.
Yeah, well, today, I would not.
No, dear God, no. I would argue,
dude,
probably the best takeout pizza around.
The garlic Alfredo sauce that they have.
Yeah,
like their quote unquote white sauce.
They're white. Ooh, that's tasty.
It is amazing. You can put that on anything.
Some people probably. Yeah.
Anyway, but Domino's is going to the Supreme Court.
Why are they going to the Supreme Court?
They're going to the Supreme Court because they're trying to shut down a lawsuit that's trying to require them to give blind access to their website.
Wait a second. Hang on.
They're trying to. There's a lawsuit requiring that their website is accessible to the blind.
Because we all know that blind folks are all over the internet. And I'm not saying that they can't be. But really? You can't see. How does that even work? Again, I'm not.
Do you have some sort of weird raised screen that has a 3-dimensional printing setup, or like, is their computer screen one of those things where it's like, it's you remember the little there were those containers that had it was like a square and it had like 300 little pins on the inside, 300 little steel pins, and you used to put your hand on it and it'd make the shape of your hand.
Yep.
No, it'd make the shape of your hand. And up in the screen, you're like, oh, yeah, there it is. There's my hand all up in the steel.
Yep.
Is that what this is?
Close. Either that or, like I said, it's just like the typical Braille thing where you put your hands in there and the numbers will, or the code will pop up against your fingers. And depending on how that is, you read it from there. Like, I don't know. And again, I'm not, more power too if you want to try to use it. But you're blind. This is to me is as equally as stupid as when Chris Pratt got in trouble and had to apologize because the movie came out and he put on Twitter or on Snapchat or something, whatever it was he was on.
Yeah.
That's his little commercial said "turn it up" and all the deaf people got pissy. Like this is the same stupidity. I'm sorry that you can't hear. I'm sorry that you can't see. There are certain things you can't do. I can't play basketball. You all gonna give me concessions and help me be able to get in the NBA? Hell no.
I can't either.
So then, again, aside from the fact that I'm a straight white Christian male, that's the only reason why I'm not gonna get. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. You're blind. God bless you. Maybe the internet's not for you. Huh?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you should worry about, I don't know. There's so many voice-activated apps on your phones nowadays that you can pretty much do anything you want. Like you could say, I'm not going to say it because I have all those devices in my house and that would set them all off.
You mean like, hey, Alexa?
Yeah. And then say, order pizza from Domino's.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I kind of figure it would work. And,
So it goes in this order. Say it one more time, Dylan.
Hey, Alexa.
Order pizza from Domino's. Yes.
Oh, someone's going to be really mad now.
Yes, that's exactly right. But
the point stands. You're right.
You're not using the internet as a blind person.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. As a blind person, you're not surfing the web. Okay, you're not looking for things to buy. You're not necessarily, I would assume, trying to look at dirty pictures or anything like that. Like to you, it's just an extra. It's just an extra tool. You to the point that's set up properly, like you said, with the Googles or the Alexas or whatever. You can sit there and say, hey, Alexa, buy toilet paper or whatever, and you can have what you need and still have access to it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And again, like you said, even down to order pizza from Domino's, get me a pepperoni, or God forbid you weirdos who think that, pineapple, whatever, hey, it's there. You can still use it. What you need beyond that, I have no earthly idea. And why it has to go to the Supreme Court.
Well, the funny thing is, Domino's is actually just their concern. It's going to be too costly for them to try and figure out a way to make their site accessible to the blind.
You mean because they have to literally make the technology? We don't have it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The computers are not for the blind.
But and again, You're ordering a pizza. Do you need to see the pizza? Do you need to see where the buttons and all that? Again, if in this instance, okay, forget everything else. Let's just focus on it from the perspective and the angle of Domino's and being air quotes fast food and blah blah. Do you need to be able to see the pizza as you put it together and build from scratch, or can you literally just be okay with, hitting hey Siri, hey whatever, order a pepperoni pizza from Domino's? Or do you one better? Hey Siri, call Domino's. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Tim. How may I help you?
Yeah, what are your specials for today? Which is the first question everybody asks.
See, and just for all clarity, I literally just said that. I used Siri and said the Domino's, and Siri on my phone just went off. So.
Your phone went off. So
there you go, folks. I did it to myself too.
Yeah,
but anyway, that's my point. You call them and you say, hey, I would like, and you tell them exactly how you want it. I would like a pizza where a fourth of it's got pepperoni and olives, a fourth of it has, anchovies and mushrooms, whatever.
You know what I want? What I really, really want?
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want a Nostalgia Grilling Sampler promotional pack.
I do too.
I know.
To eat. And summer is almost over. We're already in August. Like, this is it.
It's getting close, guys. And they still have this grilling sampler pack going on.
You know why you need to get it now? Because grilling season is almost over.
Yeah, and I mean, even if super grilling season is over, if you still have some left over, you can saute. Saute. Look, this pack includes so many things. It has the salt-free garlic and herb seasoning for your meats, vegetables, potatoes, for your dry and oil rubs. It has the Northwoods jerk seasonings, which is perfect for your pork, your salmon, your chickens, especially if you like the jerking chickens. You can use the raspberry wine jellies that's provided as a delicious base for your marinades and dipping sauces. It brushes directly to the meats. The sweet heat of the jalapeno pepper jam is perfect as a marinade. Brushed on at the grill or served as a side dip, and don't forget the maple sugar. And everyone will love the wonderful dark richest of the stout beer jellies in your burger mix with some Gouda cheese. All these things and more. Yes. All these things and so much more. If you go to mojowildrice.com, that's mojowildrice.com, you can use the promo code GRILL10. And you can get 10% off their grilling sampler pack today. That's GRILL10 over at mojowildrice.com.
I apologize to everyone doing the watch parties. I'm trying to keep up with it. The notifications have been wonky, but
it's a little hard.
We just had I just caught up with one of them. Someone playing along with us about the cat coolers being fully customizable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
guys. Okay. All right. I got this. You let me read. You can. Your turn.
I got it. You do that. I'll do this. It's good.
So, BuzzFeed. Everybody knows who BuzzFeed is, I assume.
Sure. Yes.
483 reasons to why sushi is probably the best food on the planet, or whatever stupid.
All those listicles.
And number 24 will blow your mind. Okay.
All the listicles.
The listicles. BuzzFeed accuses Babylon Bee of, quote, pushing conspiracy theories. I'm going to read that again. BuzzFeed accuses Babylon Bee of, quote, pushing conspiracy theories. In case y'all are not aware, Babylon Bee is a satire news site, similar to The Onion. Straight satire. That's all they do.
It's just there's no conspiracies. There's
no truth. There's literally not a shred of truth in anything they say. It is all
joke.
All of it.
All joke all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time for numbers, right?
I really think so. I think it's time for numbers. I'm going to hit the button.
Here we go.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today we had 3 missed innuendo bells, 15 actual bells, 3 horns, 3 rim shots, and 1 AOC. Give us a grade B+ for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Oh, all you people over on the MeWe's are wonderful. Love you. On the D Lives and everywhere else. Remember, Defenders Live, DOAEshow.com, DOAEshow.com.